Live for us this hour in Hong Kong. If it's a closed-loop system, how do they get the COVID?
Yeah, because it's sneaking in and because of the infectious nature of the dominant variant, the Omicron variant. The number of COVID-19 cases are growing inside the closed-loop system or the Beijing Olympic bubble. Earlier today, we heard from the Beijing Olympic Committee. They reported 13 new cases of COVID-19 inside the bubble. 9 were detected at the border, but 4 managed to go inside. So far, there have been 42 cases of COVID-19 inside the closed-loop system, despite all the precautions that have been in place. For example, those dedicated Olympic lanes for vehicles that's been up and running since Friday. The closed loop system itself, which covers all stadiums, venues, and accommodations around Beijing, and it requires anyone who wants to go inside to get a negative test for COVID twice before even flying into Beijing. And experts point out that the fact that COVID-19 is inside the Olympic bubble just underscores the near impossibility of stopping the virus. And that also prompted one top virologist here at the University of Hong Kong, who I talked to recently, to say that if Beijing wants to continue to host a successful Winter Olympic Games, it needs to let go of its zero COVID strategy. Listen to this.
So they just have to change their mind a little bit. Just like the Tokyo Olympic, if Tokyo can have such a very successful Summer Olympic, even if they have sporadic cases in China, these Winter Olympic could still be very successful. Otherwise, if they want to have zero COVID, that would be very challenging.
But of course, as we all know, Beijing is still very much committed to this dynamic zero COVID policy. John.
And that zero COVID policy, it seems, is motivation for many within the U.S. Embassy there to leave town. They want official permission from the State Department to get out of Dodge. What's going on? Yeah,
we have 2 diplomatic sources telling CNN that a number of U.S. diplomatic staff members and their families are concerned about China's zero COVID policy, the quarantines, the snap lockdowns, the tough travel restrictions. They're not concerned about the virus. They're concerned about family separations because of zero COVID in China. As such, this request was made for an authorized departure that would allow U.S. diplomatic staff and their families to leave China and return when it's deemed safe. It is still, this is according to the 2 sources, yet to be approved by the U.S. State Department, but this also coincides with the recent swearing in of the new U.S. ambassador to China, Ambassador Nicholas Burns. But the diplomatic sources add because of zero COVID and that situation in China, he won't be touching down for at least a few months. John.
It's incredible to think they could actually separate families like parents and kids because of this policy. Kristie, thank you. Kristie Lu Stout live for us in Hong Kong.